Novalee, and I just finished picking a whole bunch of stinging nettle, which I showed in the last episode. And I also went out on the land and got some beautiful lamb's quarters. These are all wild edibles. They're really good for you. So this is what the lamb's quarters looks like. And then, also growing on the property are these miner's lettuce. If you've ever seen miner's lettuce, it's pretty common, and some people don't know it's also edible. So any of these things you can chop up in a salad, but I'm going to, maybe not the stinging nettles because they might sting you, but I'm going to go ahead and make a juice with them today here on the Vert Omega Juicer. Let me turn it on, and I'm the kind of person that juices a wide variety of things, whatever I have in the house, anything but the kitchen sink. So I have a lot of different things to juice here today. If you want, you can just do stinging nettles with some apple, or just lamb quarters with some apple. I've got celery, stinging nettle, which you can just, I don't know, try not to let it sting you. It doesn't hurt that bad if it gets you, but I wore gloves when I actually picked it. And then we'll do a lamb's quarters. So you can see how the juice is actually sucking that up pretty easily for me. I'm not using the pusher. The miner's lettuce doesn't have such a strong stem, so you might have to push that in a little bit. Luckily the juicer comes with a nice one. And then here we have, I don't know if you know, but you can juice pineapple core. So we actually enjoyed the pineapple eating it this morning, and then saved the core, and which is not edible, but it's juiceable, and that gives it a nice pineapple flavor. And you just drop that right in there. Now, if your pineapple is organic, you can also juice the skins of pineapple. Just let the whole skin go right in there, and the extra will come out in the fiber, the pulp, and it gives a beautiful pineapple flavor. But you're only going to want to do that if your pineapple is organic. The next thing I have here is just some kale stems. The kale was used earlier in a different dish, and why throw away the stems? We're going to juice those too. They're full of kale, chlorophyll, and minerals. And then, because of, I ate a kabocha squash earlier, so I have kabocha squash skins. I ate all the innards, it's soft and yummy, and for some reason I crave squash. But some people don't know you can juice any kind of hard winter squash. You can do butternut squash, you can do butternut squash, acorn squash, blue Hubbard squash, any of the squashes. Juice up like carrots, basically. I did drop that piece in too quickly. If you do that, you just press the reverse on the Omega Vert Juicer and then put it back forward, and it'll get those last pieces. So another thing that's fun to do when you juice squash is to make soups. I often juice butternut squash completely raw, chop it up, skin and all, and seeds as well, because the seeds give it a nice creamy texture, and then you can make a butternut squash soup totally raw. So the other things you're going to want to add to a green juice, now I don't usually eat a lot of fruit, but you'll want a little bit with any greens that you juice, except for, if you're using cucumber, which isn't a vegetable, it's fruit anyway. Cucumbers and celeries, I can drink those pretty much straight, but otherwise you're going to want, this is some lemon. You don't have to peel the lemon at all when you juice it. Oranges and grapefruits, you do need to peel. That's not a citrus rule, but lemons and limes, let the skin go in. It gives it a nice lemon zest. That is the zest. And then we're going to do an apple to make sure that the juice is actually palatable. A lot of people say the green apple has a little less sugar or something, but we're using a Granny Smith. And I put the core, I went ahead and did the whole core, seed, stem, and all, and obviously the skin as well. Some people do like to take the seeds out. There's talk that there may be small amounts of poisons or toxins in the seeds, so if you prefer, you can go ahead and core your apples. Otherwise, it's easier to just drop everything in. So, yeah, I didn't need to use the pusher too much. I think I'm going to do a little bit more nettles. And it does just suck those up for me. And some lamb's quarters. And this juicer also does wheatgrass. It's pretty good on the wheatgrass as well as any citrus. You can do grapefruit, oranges. Again, the pineapple does well, as well as the carrots, the celery, the cucumbers, any leafy greens. If you don't have wild ones, you can do kale, parsley, collards. And we do have a windshield wiper technology, so as it's moving, the screen is getting cleaned by the little wiping blades, and that helps. And I'll actually show you right now because I usually like to drink my juices diluted, especially if I'm thirsty. I often add water to my juice. And in this case, we're just going to add it right in through the top of the juicer. And not only is that going to dilute my juice for me, but it's also going to help with the cleaning process. Because as the blades wipe with that water, when I do disassemble the juicer, it's going to be a lot easier to clean. There's not a whole lot of scrubbing involved. So, basically, if you like your juice strained, you're going to want to put this now through a sprout bag, a nut milk bag, and squeeze it, and that makes the smoothest juice. I prefer to get a little bit of fiber, so I usually never strain my juices, plus I don't always have that much extra time. And these vert juicers actually come with a great, huge collection cup. And this should be a pretty healthy juice, you can tell. The greener it is, the better it probably is for you. So that was juicing wild greens, stinging nettle, lamb's quarters, and miner's lettuce with some apple and some lemon on the Vert Omega juicer. So I'm going to drink this, and thanks for watching.